information that we have right now indicates that the Taliban or its affiliates, likely the Haqqani network, are holding Mr. Frerichs in Afghanistan or Pakistan. He was kidnapped on January 31st of 2020. We believe at the moment that he remains in okay physical health, whatever that means. Mr. Frerichs' family is terrified by his ongoing captivity and have advocated tirelessly for his safe return. They were deeply disappointed that the Trump administration failed to use February 29, 2020 deal with the Taliban to secure Mr. Frerichs' release. And the recent announcement that we will be withdrawing all troops from Afghanistan has heightened their fear, as they understandably question whether we will have any leverage to secure Mr. Frerichs' return once we no longer have a military presence in Afghanistan. And I have repeatedly raised Mr. Frerichs' case with members of this administration, in letters with my colleague, Senator Durbin, in briefings with cabinet officials, in a call with the lead negotiator with the Taliban, and with President Biden himself. Everyone has assured me that they are aware of Mr. Frerichs and are raising his status in ongoing diplomatic negotiations with the Taliban. And I hope that, consistent with precedent, such as the late Ambassador Richard Holbrooke using the Dayton Accord negotiations as leverage to secure the release of a kidnapped American, I hope that the Biden administration will prioritize every avenue available to achieve the release of Mr. Frerichs. Gentlemen, we cannot fail at this mission, and we certainly cannot abandon an American citizen behind in Afghanistan. We must pursue every path available to make sure that Mark Frerichs is safely returned to his family in Illinois. And now OSD has a long-standing relationship with Pakistan. And in fact, Secretary Austin just spoke with Pakistan's Chief of Army Staff a few weeks ago on April 28th. And Haqqani network operates on the Afghanistan-Pakistani border, and there's a good chance that Mr. Frerichs is actually in Pakistan right now. We should be leveraging our relationships with Pakistan to help secure Mr. Frerichs' return. And I discussed this issue with the Pakistani ambassador a few weeks ago, and he agreed to take the message back to Islamabad. The DoD presently has an opportunity to use senior leader engagements and other interactions with the Pakistani military to raise Mark's case and seek Pakistan's assistance in securing his return. Mr. Helvey, I know this was a long preamble, but it was very important, certainly important to Mr. Frerichs and his family. Mr. Helvey, as the Acting Assistant Secretary of Defense for Indo-Pacific Security Affairs, you are the principal advisor to top DoD leadership on issues related to Pakistan. Will you commit to pursuing opportunities to advocate for Mr. Frerichs and seek his return through our cooperation with Pakistan's military?
Senator, absolutely.
Thank you. Withdrawing our troops from Afghanistan without securing the safe return of my constituents, Mr. Frerichs, would be an abject failure of the United States government to rescue an American citizen, a Navy veteran, somebody who was there because the DoD decided to use more contractors, and an Illinoisan who served his country, as I said, in uniform. Now is the time to redouble our efforts to make sure that we secure Mr. Frerichs' safe release and bring him home. Thank you so much. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. And while you're at it, please leave us a comment. Thank you for watching.